your extensive media career, Brent, you've seen people come and you've seen them go, and you've seen, television stations change hands and television shows come and, be off the air in no time. What do you think gives somebody that ability to stay? Like, they are the face that you see year after year after year.
It's hard to really put your finger on it, because it's just that special sort of something that people have, a person has, that they can just connect with people out there. And you're right, there are people who have just been around. Barbara Walters, for example.
Yes.
I mean, she's been around since what, the late 30s, was it, that she started on TV?
I think so, because I've been watching her all my life.
But no, she's been around for a long time, and doesn't really show any signs of wanting to slow down or step down.
Yeah.
And locally, we can say the same thing about Tony Parsons, who's been doing that newscast for.
He's like my uncle.
He is, and people feel very, warm toward him, and they like to invite him into your homes.
And Dave Gary, he's like my crazy older uncle.
Dave
He'll
Gary,
love that.
You want to invite him into your home, but you probably want to keep an eye on him. Just kidding, Dave. But no, it's...
But here's a guy, he's been around
Absolutely.
for a long time. We love to laugh with him,
And it's a very special connection that people have with those people that they see on TV. Those personalities.
Yeah.
It's an intimate thing. It's not like the movies where you're sitting there with people, people you don't know, strangers in a big room. You're sitting in your living room.
Yeah.
You're relaxed. You're comfortable. You've got a special sort of relaxed connection with people, and that's part of the intimacy of TV.
And sometimes, do you agree, Brent, that you just can't stand them, and yet you can't stop listening or watching them? What is that? Those people that you just can't stand, and yet every time they're on, you've got to watch it because you just can't believe the next thing they'll say, or
irritation can be an appealing factor sometimes, I guess.
Maybe that's part of the it thing, is that you've got the irritation factor. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think irritation is one thing, but really it's that warmth and that connection. I mean,
that's the true.
And you can go back, to Walter Cronkite, even Dan Rather before he got fired had that with people, and we're seeing it. New people emerge and come up, and there's always going to be somebody, I think, who who has that.
But this is a fickle business, and it turns over fast, and you've seen that. People that were in the media are now out of the media, and then they're back over here.
Oh, it's probably the most unstable business there is, because things can change on a whim. I've known somebody who was a DJ, morning show, doing really well, went on vacation, came back, found out that they switched formats. Now they were doing country. They didn't need her anymore. It happens all the time. Radio and television. There's shakeups. There's things that that shift. But eventually, I think the talented people eventually come back and find a way to get back to doing what they love.